Hello everyone, welcome to my channel LoveGrowsTarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Capricorn in the month of December. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below. And you can follow me on Instagram. I do a daily tarot card reading, #LoveGrowsTarot. I'm guided by my tarot cards and spirits, so basically I just keep shuffling till the appropriate cards present themselves. These are general readings. They're not going to resonate with absolutely everyone. And the energy and themes of these readings will also take place in the future, so please feel free to come back and review at any time. I begin with 3 opening cards, one that represents the past, one that represents the present, and one that represents the future, just to see what kind of energies are lingering there for you. I follow through with the rest of the reading, and then I end with a subconscious card, what your subconscious is trying to tell you. So let's get on with this reading for the sun sign of Capricorn in the month of December, starting with a card that represents the past. A card that represents the past. So we have the 6 of Wands, which is a nice card. So the 6 of Wands is the victory card. There's aspects of you that were victorious. You did a lot of things and you impressed a lot of people. People, looked up to you. People, you're a good leader. You had great leadership qualities. These are all the aspects of the 6 of Wands, a high energy card, very enthusiastic. So this is coming from the past and coming into you right now. So there's moments in your past that you did things really well. You got really good results. People really admired you. People really respected you. And that energy is coming through for you right now. So you can use this energy. You just have to figure out the ways in which this energy was used in the past and how it can benefit you at this present time. So really think about the energies of this card and think about how they relate to what you're doing at this moment. Do you still have that same kind of zest? Do you still have that same kind of energy? Do you still have that same kind of drive, those ideas, or has that sort of like fallen on the wayside? You sort of put it on the back burner just because sometimes life can sort of get in the way of things, and people's opinions and judgments and even self-judgment can hurt that kind of energy. Well, the next card is the present. What tarot card is going to represent the present for Capricorn in this reading? A card that represents the present for Capricorn. So we have more wands. This time we have the 8 of Wands. So this means it's a very fast energy is happening right now. There's a lot of communications, things coming at you quite quickly, decisions being made quickly, communication, just everything's got a really high energy. And it also is the wand, so we have 2 sets of wands. We've got that high energy wand, the victory card from the past coming in right now, and at present there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of action. So this kind of like 6 of Wands kind of energy, you can bring forward with you now, because with this high energy, it's like everything has to be done right now, like quick decisions. If you're doing contracts or anything, is just gonna, the momentum's just gonna start building and building and building and building and building. So things are happening quite quickly for you at this present time, and you have to be up to speed with that energy. This next card would be a card that represents the future. And this is coming from the Hermit. And the Hermit is about introspection, it's about meditation, it's internal knowledge, it's spending time alone, it's being independent. It's really about self-reflection, self-realization, self-awareness, and how this knowledge can help you and bring you opportunities, but how you can also share this knowledge. The Hermit's also a mentor, a teaching kind of energy. So you might find in the future that you might be going in that kind of a direction where your wise and your wisdom and your experience might be needed to be shared with others, almost like a dharma thing. But it's going to be a big time for you to really sort of get to know yourself and understand yourself and really reflect on what's going on, because this is a major arcana card, so this is going to be a life lesson. This is going to offer you insights into who you really are, and this will allow you to change. It's also a spiritual card. So that you're going to bring up more of that spiritual side, not so much of the that Capricorn kind of material world side. This is more like becoming more spiritual and more wise through your spirituality. And the spirituality comes also from introspection and really sort of getting to know yourself. That takes you on a spiritual journey as well. So those are the cards from your past, present, and future. So those need to be reflected on during the month of December. And now we will continue with the rest of the reading. So we have the Ace of Cups, which is lovely. Aces are gifts from the universe. These are opportunities. These are the gateways opening. This is cups. Cups are the emotions. Cups are love. Cups are sensitive, intuitive. Cups are nurturing and caring. They're water signs. So the Ace is opening you up to, and it's quite nice with the Hermit too, because when you do go in through those periods of introspection, it's all about self-love as well, and being kind to yourself as you learn more about yourself. So the Ace of Cups, yes, is new interest in new love, new interest in love, just more your emotions. Your emotions are going to be more exposed. You're going to find a real peacefulness. You have the peace dove here with the wafer. And yeah, it's going to be a more time of more loving energy, a time of more sensitivity, a time when your intuition's heightened, a time when you feel more caring to people. So that whole emotional side of you is going to be heightened and going to be positive. So that's really, really nice for the month of December, especially since we're in the holidays. Next we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Pentacles are earth signs, so that's you, Taurus, and Virgo. The Knights are service, duty. They're busy. They're out there getting things done. So the Knight of Pentacles may perhaps be you because it is a Pentacles. So if it is, then it's really about being more practical, watching your finances, watching things grow. Be steady when it comes to things. Don't get crazy and just get caught up in, especially with the Eight of Wands, don't get caught up in that whirlwind of fiery energy. Really sort of like grasp hold of that earthy, grounded element that you have. And the Knight is about building things too, so there's going to be opportunities to build things. Now the court cards can represent people in your life, you, an aspect of you, people coming into your life, people around you that inspire you, or people from afar that inspire you. That would be people that you like on Twitter or social media, or you see in a movie, or you see it on TV, something that inspires you. But these people will have that earthy quality. They'll be really loyal, they'll be dependable, they'll be practical, they'll be good with finances, have nice material things, just all of that kind of Pentacles kind of energy. If this person is coming in for you during the month of December, then this person is going to be really, really helpful. And you two are going to get along really well because you're both of the same quality elements. All right, so the next one is the Knight of Cups. So we have two Knights. So the Knight of Cups, we go back to the Cups, which is that watery energy. This is an artistic person. This is like a dreamy, sensitive, intuitive, kind of artsy, really open-minded to things like healing arts and things like that. Really sort of free-form, very flamboyant. So these two are going to get along really well, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They'll throw ideas around together and it'll be great. One's going to be more structured and more good with material things, and the other one's going to be a little more artistic, a little more flair, a little bit more of that side. So the combination of these two is really, really good because, if you're working on projects and you've got one person that's really good in the business aspect of it, and then you've got another person that's a little bit more creative, then you have a really nice balance that can go quite far. Right. If it happens to be romance for some of you Capricorns, then it's really going to be the thing about the Knight of Cups. If this is more of a romantic spin on this, is the Knight of Pentacles is going to be very loyal and dependable, but he is going to be practical. So they're a little bit more methodical. The Knight of Cups has that flair and that, that creative kind of aura about him. But he's more in love with love. So he's more like, once that sort of dims, then he's off on his next adventure. So be mindful if these two cards are coming at some of you as a, love aspect, because we do have the Ace of Cups here. So just be mindful of the differences. So if you're looking for longevity and somebody that's grounded and stable, you're going to find that in the Knight of Cups. If you're looking for a momentary kind of like, creative kind of, short-phased like fling kind of thing, then you're going to get that in the Knight of Cups. All right, let's get on with the rest of the reading. Oh, we have the Empress, so we have another major arcana card. The Empress is your creativity. For some people, it's a sign of pregnancy, but mostly it's about what you create and your creative side. So we have the two Knights, so that's really good if this is a project, a creative project, because the Empress is giving you her blessing that it's going to be a strong, solid. These are life lessons, so you're going to learn quite a bit through this collaboration, if this is a collaboration in that way. So yeah, and she's very grounded. She's very earthy as well. She's connected to Venus, and Venus is connected to Taurus. Nature is her thing, so she gets inspired by nature, and she gets inspired by the beauty of nature. So there's going to be sort of a natural, sort of organic relationship here if this is about two people getting together to actually do some project or something like that. And if it's the relationship thing and this is a sign of a pregnancy, then that's sort of something that, to think about as well when it comes to the two different personalities of these Knights. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know about in the month of December? Ooh, okay. So now we have the Page of Swords. So this is Page. The Pages are younger. They're youthful energy. Pages can be messages too. The swords are your thoughts, your intellect, your mind. The swords are the air signs, and that would be Aquarius, and that would be Gemini, and that would be Libra. They're very outspoken and they're very straightforward. They're very inquisitive. They want to know what's going on. They want to pick your brain all the time. So this Page of Swords is looking directly at the Empress. So this Page of Swords is quite eager to see what's going on with this Empress energy. If it is a more creative energy, then it is sort of a fertility kind of energy, then this page would be very, very interested in what's going on. So sometimes you have to watch out for the Page of Swords when it comes into a reading, though, because sometimes it could be like, because they do have a little bit kind of that detective kind of spy-y kind of thing going on. So it could be somebody that's watching this whole situation. So be very mindful of your ideas and how fast and quickly you give out your ideas and to whom you give your ideas. Really sort of like use your intuition and really sort of hone in onto where this page is coming from. Oh, we have lots of people for you in the month. It's going to be your month's going to be based on a lot of different people and relationships. So this is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, the cups are the water sign. We have the Ace of Cups. So the King of Cups is and we have the Knight of Cups. So the King of Cups is a very much cups, right? Like I was saying, they're very artistic, they're very sensitive, they're very intuitive, they really sort of connect to their feminine side. They're open to healing, so they can be dwelling in that kind of an area. The King of Cups is looking off into the future, and so is the Knight of Cups. So there might be a relationship here that you actually come into with both these different people. So that could happen for you in the month of December. It's not only the Knight of Cups. If you are the Knight of Pentacles, and then this is that relationship more based on a project or something that goes on, then the Knight of Cups might have an aspect of it. So the Knight of Cups might be the person that funds you or gives you advice or just has a more important role in what's going on there. If this is the fertility thing, and then your choice is perhaps the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups is going to somehow play a part in this decision making. Right, so the next card we have is the Eight of Swords. So this is the card of restrictions. So this is when you, it's like victim mentality. It's like you feel like things are blocking your way, that you can't, you can't release yourself from this when it's really self-imposed restrictions. It's based on fear. It's based on ego fear. So there's something that's keeping you somewhere, whether it be a person or a place or a situation. Something's keeping you somewhere, and you have to get over it, because it could be blocking some of this energy that's going on here, because it all sort of goes up into here. So really be mindful of what it is, because it's going to be you that knows what this self-imposed restriction is. It's going to be something that you know deep inside, that you're very aware of what you're doing, and you just sort of feel like you're in a helpless situation, when in actuality the swords aren't really surrounding you. You have your own blindfold on. You can actually untie yourself and you can walk away from that situation. We also have like these houses of castle in the back, so it could be based on a home situation. Maybe you feel like your situation at home is creating this restriction and not allowing you freedom of movement or freedom of choice or just freedom in general. And then we have some more swords. So now we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords about resting and retreating and meditation, and it has a spiritual angle to it as well. I mean, in the broadest sense, it could be someone that passes away, and then there's a wake for that person. But more so than not, this card is about meditation. Once again, we have the Hermit, so this would be a lighter sort of energy to what the Hermit is. It does have a spiritual connection. So if with the Eight of Swords, with all this kind of restrictive energy, it would really be good to sort of meditate, or really sort of find that spirituality, so that you can figure out, the best way for yourself to care for this energy. If the King of Cups isn't a complete relationship to the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups turns out to be somebody who is in the healing arts, then this is going to be very beneficial for you, and will probably lead you on a track to get you to this, so that you can do a lot of the repair to what this has done for you in your life. The last card in this part of the reading is coming from Justice. So Justice is here because Justice wants everything fair. Justice is, if you have things going on that have been unjust, she's going to clear the air. If you have any sort of legal matters, then it's going to work out in your favor. It's also a card of karma, so it's about clearing out karma as well, right? Clearing out the old stuff. This can also be, because it's a card of resting and retreating, it can also be therapeutic. There might be therapies involved, that connect you, give you that sort of clarity and that spiritual connection. And then Justice might be the one that actually comes in, and as you make these changes from these restrictions, then everything will work out. So any sort of ego fear based that you had about changing things will nicely transition, and Justice will prevail. There is one more card with Justice that came out with Justice, so we will honor this card, and that's coming from the Moon. So the Moon is all about your fear and facing your fears. It's a card of mystery. It's a card of cycles. It's a card of transformation as well. This little crayfish has to come out of the water, and doesn't usually come out of the water. Now it has to take a huge journey across land, through the two towers of death, past the dog and the wolf. So that's really sort of getting together with your fear, and making a change. And that's what fear does, because when the little crayfish gets all the way over there, it's not going to be have to rely on water so much and being in the deep pools of fear and emotions. It's going to be able to be free to go off and do its thing. So that's what's a lot of this is going to be based around. A lot of this is going to be based around your fears, and a lot of working through this is going to be understanding your fear and processing your fear, and letting go of a lot of it. All right, so the last card in this reading is coming from your subconscious, and then your subconscious card is another major arcana card, and this is strength. So we were talking about emotions and we were talking about fears, and that's what strength is. Strength is when you have the power to overcome the negative emotions and the negative, the negative emotions that are really sort of not bringing on a lot of positive energy, and getting a hold of and learning how to change those and cancel them out and catch yourself doing it. That's all part of strength, overcoming the negative emotions and bringing more positive emotions into your world. And that's an art, and that's something that you have to practice once all the time. And it's like, that's what I mean, catch yourself, cancel them, and turn them into healing and manifesting. You know, when you start getting angry or about things, or you start, this is a lot of what this is. That when you feel like you're being held back by something and you have no control over it, and then you develop this anger and you develop these raw negative emotions, and that's what strength's about. Strength's about catching them, canceling them, turning them into something healthy, like manifestation and healing. And that's the art, and that's the practice, and that's what your subconscious wants you to work on. All right, Capricorn, that's your reading for the month of December. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there, #LoveGrowsTarot. And if any of you want a more personal reading, please DM me at LoveGrowsTarot, and then I can direct you to how we can do that. I have, with all my readings, you have to participate. These cards are here to give you insights. These cards are here to give you glimpses into the future. These cards are here to give you understanding. These cards are here to give you messages. But you have to participate. You have to, you have to be responsible and take actions. And once you take the actions, then you're going to start seeing the results and the benefits of these readings. But without you being actively involved, then you're not going to reap any of the rewards of what tarot card readings are. Not in mine, and not in any tarot card reading. So don't just sit back and look at the cards and expect them to do everything. You make sure that you're involved with all your readings. So that's it. Have a great December. Happy holidays, and I will see you next time.